Well. Welcome to episode 1 of Building a $1 Million Brand from Scratch. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm launching a brand new brand from scratch. And this isn't some hypothetical example. I can't talk right now. I'm actually going to be launching this brand and taking you behind the scenes of every step. So by the end of this video, you'll have the exact blueprint to kickstart your own passion project brand on TikTok Shop and Amazon that could potentially do $100,000 in your first month, just like my last brand did. So for those of you who don't know me, I started my first business when I was 18, and then I built and sold Effing Good, which is a protein cookie company, for high six figures. And my most recent brand did over $700,000 in just 5 months on TikTok Shop and Amazon. So here are our screenshots, so you know I'm not lying to you. So I am literally going to be showing you exactly what I'm doing with my new brand. Keep in mind, I'm going to be launching this, right? So I'm going to be taking you every step of the way so you can literally see behind closed doors what I'm doing in real time. No bullshit, no fluff. Let's get into it. I hope you have your Zyn, coffee. You know, I got my coconut water right now. Let me take a sip. And let's get straight into it, right? So here's how this video is going to go. I'm going to be showing you exactly how I found the new idea for my product, how I'm going to be designing my brand to stand out from 99% of competition, and then reaching out to manufacturers, right? This is what we're going to cover in this video. As I kind of build the brand out, I'm going to be documenting it just like this. But in today's video, we're just going to show you how I found my idea, revealing my idea, how to design your brand, and reaching out to manufacturers, right? So step one, finding my $1 million product idea, right? This is by far the most important part, especially if you're launching a brand and product on TikTok Shop and Amazon. This is literally 85% of the work, right? A great product with average marketing will always outperform an average product with great marketing. So here's exactly some of my criterias. So it needs to have 70% gross margins, like non-negotiable. Like for example, with the cookie company, we're running at like a 45% gross margin, and it was just like the hardest fucking thing I've ever had to do, right? So it has to have high gross margins, ideally 80, right? Higher the better. That's why I love like consumables, anything like supplements, beauty, because those have insanely high profit margins. And going back to my second point, it has insane subscription potential, right? Meaning we acquire a customer one time and they have to keep buying it over and over again because it runs out. And lastly, it must solve a real problem or insecurity that people will pay to fix, right? Obviously, you don't want to be selling, a coffee mug, because unless it's like, I don't know, the world's first mug that doesn't go cold, for example. That solves a real problem, right? For campers, for people who need to take it on the go, blah, blah, blah. But if you're just selling like a normal everyday coffee mug, it doesn't really solve a problem. But for example, something like pre-workout, right? Solves a real problem. People need energy before they hit a lift, get a good pump in. And then ideally insecurity, right? And what I mean by this is like men and women have separate insecurities. Men, it might be their hair loss, or their pee-pee's not working, or what else is another one? I can't think of another one. But for women, it's like weight loss, it's acne, it's their hoo-ha smelling bad. What the hell was that? Their hoo-ha smelling bad down there. You know what I mean? So this is kind of my like very generic product criteria, non-negotiables, right? And so right now I'm like thinking of starting a new brand, right? I am starting a new brand. And the first thing that I always ask myself is, what problems do I personally have, right? Because with my last brand, the brand that just did for $700,000, I am not the target customer. Like I was just trying to build like a cash flow business. Like I knew it would work. I knew it would go viral, but it isn't something that I would personally use because I'm not the target demographic, right? And so the reason I want to start a new brand is because I want to build something, in public. I want to be proud of it. I want to be able to share it. I want to be able to talk about it. And so with this time, I always ask myself, what problems do I personally have? So what I want you to do right? And product research is a lot easier than you think. It's like whenever you're going about your day-to-day life, just consciously think to yourself, like, what are the problems that I'm having in my life? Or like, what are some inconveniences? It can be as simple as, your shower pressure is super weak, or this is not working as well if it had like something else to it, right? So just start noticing these like inconveniences or problems that you have in your life. Another good hack is look at what you're spending money on, right? So just pull up your credit card statement, see what you're spending on. If I pull up mine, it's a lot of like clothes, it's food, it's supplements, right? So those are the three categories that I would focus on, because like that's something that generally touches home and I would be scratching my own itch. Another question that I ask is, and I heard, I don't know if you guys know who Hudson is from Comfort, the founder of Comfort, but I recently listened to a podcast of his with like Davey Fogarty, and he was basically talking about how he went into categories where there's a massive total addressable market, right? TAM. So I think he has, besides Comfort, it's teeth whitening company. Everyone wants whiter teeth, so that's a big target market. Clothing is the biggest target market. And so this is actually how I started. So let's go over to ChatGPT for a second. And so the first thing I do, right, or I did to find my product idea, I actually went over to ChatGPT and I typed in what product category has the biggest TAM, right? And there's obviously different, if you guys go back to my channel, I have a whole video on product research. I used all these different tools, but for this, I kind of wanted to try something different and just notice like, okay, this is a problem I have in my life, or like, I wish this had this, it would make it so much better. So I just typed in what product category has the biggest TAM, right? Weight loss, obviously, GLP-1 drugs, beauty, vitamins and supplements, mental performance and focus, functional beverages, women's health and hormones, alcohol alternatives, right? And then what I did was I typed in, what are some products I can sell in the supplement space that targets men and women insecurities? Because remember, we want to target insecurities ideally, but must solve like a real pain point. So let's see what this says. Bloat and belly fat relief powder. Okay. Hair, skin, and nails. And so for me, right, there's like a couple things that I really love. I love health and wellness, anything supplements. I drink coffee a lot. Protein, creatine. What else do I love? Zins. Those are kind of like working. Those are kind of like the things like Focus, for example, like one of my favorite products to Focus, lock in, not sponsored. But I wish they would sponsor me. Magic Mind, right? Shit like this would be super fucking dope to make, because like I would take something like this on a daily basis, and so it'd be cool to kind of make something like this, right? And so whatever that thing is, just like have just like a notes app out there and just kind of write down like, okay, I love beauty products, or I love skincare, or I love working out, and like I use protein powder and pre-workout and all this sort of stuff. And then when you're going about your day-to-day, just notice like, okay, like is my pre-workout too strong? Or like, are all the pre-workouts on the market just like always candy flavored? So can I make something that's like, I don't know, Asian inspired pre-workout flavors? You know what I mean? So just kind of like notice these problems in your life. And then what I did was I basically looked into, so for example, bloat and belly fat relief powder. So what I do, this is not like the end point at all, right? This is a starting point, and then you can kind of like find something after that. So what I usually do is I would, for example, bloat powder. I would go on Amazon. I would go over to Amazon, and what I'm basically going to do is type in bloat, right? Because that's like the main category. And this tool I'm using that kind of gives me all this data is called Helium-10, which, you know, if you were to get only like 2 tools, this would be one of them. Highly, highly fucking recommend. So yeah, I would type in bloat, right? And kind of just see like, what is the market like? I know like bloating is a super huge market. So let's see. Also, by the way, these blue light blockers, so fucking clutch. Anywho, let's see. Bloat. 400,000, 11,000 reviews. So what I'm kind of paying attention to right now is I'm always kind of in the back of my head thinking to myself, like, can I make this product better, right? How do I, if I were to come out with something like this, how do I make it better? And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It can be as simple as, you know, changing the form factor, right? If I notice everything is in pills, can I create a gummy? Can I create a drink mix, right? Or it can be as simple as, dude, I've used this example all the time, but Primal Queen, right? They saw that beef liver supplements were super hot. All they did, but it was super masculine, all they did was target woman, right? Slight switch in messaging, positioning, and demographic, and they crush it, right? So it doesn't have to be anything complicated. All you have to do is just make it better or different in some sort of way, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy, right? A lot of people think like when you're coming out with a product, it has to be revolutionary, right? But all it takes is some unique marketing angle and just being like better or different in some sort of way. Make sense? Also, I don't know if you guys care about this, but music festival tonight in Austin, one of my favorite DJs is playing. But I've decided it's Friday. Oh, I guess it's Saturday now. But Friday night, 12:46 in the morning, and I'm making this video for you guys. So make sure you have your notepad out. Watch this video to the very end because I promise you it will be the best. I don't know how long this video is, but best, let's call it hour and a half long video you guys will watch. All right. So, Array, $54.99. $230,000. Pro Mix. Hey, shout out Albert. Albert's my guy. Fun fact, guys. Fun fact. I actually started working with Pro Mix as a shop consultant and Amazon consultant, and I took them from 30K to 400K. Just saying, with the playbook. So, let's see. Dude, I swear I have like the worst ADHD because I just think of like random shit throughout the day. Anyways, carry on. Cool. So, a lot of pills. There's really only one drink mix, which is Pro Mix. I think the best selling product is this Lemmy D-Bloat. Right? So if I were to like consider launching something like this, let's go back to ChatGPT, right? If I were to create a product like number 1, how can I differentiate it from everything on the market? How would I position the product? What are some unique marketing angles that I can own? Yep. Flavor, ritual, visual. Dual benefit stack. A bloat plus fat burn. Most products only focus on one or the other. You can own the intersection. Instant relief. Long-term fat metabolism support. Honestly, dude, this is a fire-ass fucking product. A D-bloat plus fat burn. Post-meal flush. Morning skinny ritual. Nighttime. A nightly flat belly. Bro, this would actually go so hard. I'm not even going to lie. Because, like, no one's really owning this. Okay, I got to show you guys something real quick. Sidetrack. Toning body cream. Right? This just reminded me of this. But There's this product right here. It does like a fucking $1 million a month, last I checked. But this is an overnight toning body whip, right? $1.4 million a month, $49, right? And this says that it's basically a toning body cream that you kind of like apply to your body, and then you go to bed and then you wake up more toned, right? So they kind of really own this. Oh my God, this product's actually so fucking good. Oh my God. If someone's watching this and you launch this, please DM me on Instagram at DamoFrog, because I genuinely think it's actually money. So hold on, I gotta take my Zen out for this. But look at this. This luxurious body cream smooths and tightens the look of your curves while you sleep, right? And then if you, de-bloat. If you look at this, every single product on the market is just marketing it as a de-bloat, right? De-bloat gummies, de-bloat pills, but no one is owning this angle where take this before you go to bed and then wake up lighter. Like, because girls want to feel like they have a flat belly when they wake up. They don't want to feel bloated, right? They don't want to feel puffy. Holy shit. Take this before you go to bed and wake up with a flat belly. Go help me flush that out. Let's see. Unique marketing angles. I didn't poop for 3 days. Had me floating out of the bathroom like side by side. Bloated belly at 3 p.m. Flat stomach by 6 p.m. Like, do they use things? Hold on, let me go back to that. Does this help you sleep or something, or not really? Plus melatonin. Nighttime body care routine. So yeah, the reason I was looking into this is because, like, can we put, I don't know, some like sleepy thing in there, but I feel like that's kind of doing too much. Bloatless PM. Fuck, dude. My skinny sleep routine. Dude, this product is actually so fire. Positioning copy example. The PM bloat fix your leggings wish you knew about. Sculpt in your sleep. Take it before bed, wake up flat angle. Dude, honestly, if no one does this, I might fucking take it. Because this is such a fire fucking product. It builds routine, right? Girls are going to take this before bed, so it's part of their nightly routine. They want to wake up with a flat belly, right? Because your gut deserves beauty sleep too. Tired of waking... The effortless nightly ritual for women who are tired of waking up puffy, inflamed, and bloated. No one is owning this. You get what I'm saying, guys? We basically just found, like, I didn't even mean to do this. I didn't even mean to do this. But we basically, just a real recap, we typed in, like, what are the biggest categories, right? Target addressable market. Came out with de-bloat. We looked at de-bloat. And then I noticed, I was like, okay, like, how do we differentiate it? And then it basically was just like that nightly angle. But no one's really taking that nightly angle. Everyone's just like a generic de-bloat with the same messaging, Just like help you flatter. But no one's kind of owning this positioning. You guys get what I'm saying? This positioning of a nightly de-bloat, a de-bloat PM, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Stacked with skin benefits, like chlorophyll for skin clarity. Flat stomach, clear skin, zero gut guilt. That would be like the main thing. Holy shit. The PM, bloat PM. De-bloat PM. I don't know what you can call it. Fat metallic, L-carnitine, green, low caffeine. Yeah, I don't want caffeine in there. Okay. So then what I would do is, this isn't even the product that I was going to launch. Anywho, you guys kind of get what the thought process is, right? You guys kind of get the thought process. So then what I would do next, okay, I'm just going to focus on my product. I'm going to tell you what the product that I'm going to launch is, right? So I basically did this entire thing, and then ultimately I landed on protein coffee. Your boy drinks probably 4 cups of coffee a day minimum. And I also try to get like protein powder in there. And so after doing this strategy, okay, by the way, please someone take this idea because I think it's such a fucking money angle. Anyways, I did this strategy and then I ultimately landed on protein coffee. So, protein and coffee. These are both 2 things that I drink every single day. And when I found this, I noticed that it has 38,000 searches a month on Amazon, which is really fucking good, right? And this brand right here, Javi, is the main dominator. I think they probably do like 1 million dollars a month. You know, they average 30K, 50K, 40K. I don't know, right? But this product right here, there's really only like 3 products on the market that are really owning this category, but I know that it's really good, right? So this is the product that I'm going to launch. So I took a look. Let's actually take a closer look. So this product is doing 350K. Wow, I actually should buy this because it's at 4.6 stars out of 10. 5. Take a peep at this. Best protein coffee. If you like protein coffee and you would also like protein powder, help get your protein. Yeah, it keeps you full for 3 to 5 hours. So I know this kind of also plays into the whole like weight loss angle. You know what I mean? Because like people want to feel full, they don't want to eat too much. Because that's like me, right? I probably don't eat my first meal till like 3 p.m. And so like I drink a protein shake in the morning. I have my coffee in the morning, and that kind of keeps me full for a very long time. And the Zins. Hands down, the best protein shake I've made. If I mix it with pre-made protein meal, it comes out super light. Sometimes thin it down. Yeah. So, I'm trying. I usually do half milk, half water. I found that half of batter milk and half water is absolutely the best combo for me. Get a cold brew, dry, some chocolate. Great taste. 2 surprises. Usually more than once, but I love the idea of having protein in it. I bought the variety pack. I loved every single one. Yeah, so there's really only like 3 products that are dominating this word. And if I were to look on like TikTok, protein coffee. Yeah, upward. Like this is. And then you notice how like there's a spike every single January because people are like trying to get healthy. But look at this. Very healthy 5-year graph. And then if I look up like protein coffee. Because so one thing I would always do, right? So for example, for, this D-bloat product that I just somehow stumbled upon, what I would do is if I find something on Amazon, if I find something, I would check on Amazon, see kind of what the search volume is. I want to be able to tap into something that is already like trending and I know I can just make something better. And then I would just type in like D-bloat, right? And then pay attention to like all the viral angles. Like I want to be able to see that this is something that people are already talking about and that I don't have to reinvent the wheel whenever I'm launching this on TikTok and I have my creators. I can basically just be like, hey, here are all the videos that have gone viral. Understand why it went viral, break it down, and then go recreate it, right? So I always want to be able to know that there's viral videos on the market on TikTok talking about my specific product. Yeah. So I'm going to type in protein coffee because that's what your boy is going to launch. Although that D-bloat idea is very tempting.
Iced coffee coffee again if it doesn't have protein. This right here, 50 grams of protein. This will be the most delicious coffee you've ever had, and I drink like 2 of these a day, and then I'm at my protein goal. I literally make it in 2 seconds. So I take a scoop of this. This is the Javi, the caramel. I also have the French vanilla.
Also, guys, I literally just bought this and I tried it today. It's pretty dog shit. It just like clumps up, wouldn't mix well. The coffee taste isn't really there. And all in all, just like not a great product at all. So I know I can definitely make something better, but you got to keep in mind that you can't win on taste alone, right? You can't win on taste alone. So you got to have a great product, obviously, but you also got to like market it in a different way. You got to find that unique angle somewhere. So that's what we're going to do. I'm doing it live for you guys too. Protein coffee is the only way. Yeah, there's no way this is tasty. Let's actually see this.
Just 1 scoop of this. Normally all you have to do is mix 1 scoop of this, and that's 10 grams of protein and I think 105 milligrams of caffeine. Sometimes I even do 2 scoops if I'm feeling like extra tired. Then you throw in one of those 30-gram protein drinks in it. That's your milk. Do not use any other creamer. Stir it up. Literally will be the best coffee you've ever had in your life. All my haters out there who said I wouldn't use my very expensive espresso machine, you are right. Why go through all that work when I can scoop it? It tastes the same.
Dude, so I'm like a coffee snob, right? So I gotta make sure like the coffee actually tastes good. Like I hate shitty tasting coffee.
This is 10 times better than any coffee stand I've ever had. If they started selling these at coffee stands, I would probably buy them because they're that good. The only way that I see anything move like when I'm in a deficit is when I eat my body weight in protein. So for everyone who's sleeping on protein coffees, they will literally change your life when you get that protein in. We'll never ever drink iced coffee again if it doesn't have protein. This right here, 50 grams of protein.
Interesting. So when I'm like looking this on TikTok, I'm really paying attention to what is the angle that people are using to sell this product, right? So for this, you can see just from like a bird's eye view, they're making the coffee, right? They're showing you visually making the coffee. And so I know that if I were to launch this product, that is probably the main angle that I would test first, is just tell people to put it in, drink it, mix it up, and give a review, right? Because this tends to be like what's the best angle.
You have a perfect iced protein coffee. Protein coffee is a part of my routine every single morning, and usually I like to have it as hot coffee, but recently I've been loving having iced coffee instead. So let's make some iced protein coffee. And just like with hot protein coffee, there is a little bit of a science to it to make sure the protein mixes in well and isn't clumpy.
Let's see this actually.
So I'm gonna show you guys exactly a little bit of whatever creamer you want. This is the Chobani confetti birthday cake creamer. This stuff is amazing. If you haven't, add my protein and just mix in with the creamer.
See, like we just saw that with the powder, right?
Every single day before work, I make a fat protein coffee, so let's make it together. Start out with the Fairlife. I love this milk. It doesn't make me bloated or anything. It's lactose-free, fat-free milk. And for just 1 cup, you're going to get 13 grams of protein just in the milk.
Protein coffee.
Every single day
So this is
before
like a
work,
thing.
I know better,
Sorry, I
but
can't
this
see.
is replacing my breakfast right now. It's just so easy. Cold brew.
Yeah, that's the thing with the one I bought. It's just like way too thick. You know what I mean?
The girl who put me on drinking protein coffee, when I see you, I'm going to kiss your freaking toes because...
Bro, this hook has been trending so hard. If you guys have spent any time on TikTok at all, this hook where it's like, to that bitch who like said that this product was gonna blah, blah, blah. If I see you, I'm gonna fucking give you the best head of all time. You know, like this hook.
Me on drinking protein coffee. When I see you, I'm going to kiss your freaking toes because how was I not doing this before? Getting 20 grams of protein in with my coffee is making such a big difference. Each scoop of this Javi stuff has 10 grams of protein. Usually I do 2 so I can get 20 grams, but today I'm only going to do 1 because I'm running low. But I'm obsessed with this French vanilla flavor. It literally tastes like a fancy vanilla latte that I would freaking pay $8 for at a fancy cafe. Oh my god, and look at this color. It's literally perfect. I like my coffee pretty sweet, so I like to add a little bit extra of almond milk vanilla creamer. Oh my god, this shit is fucking exquisite. The Javi protein coffee, if you want to try her out.
Yeah, so obviously a lot of trending angles. What I'm going to do next, right, is I'm basically going to go back over to chat and be like, What do you think about protein coffee? Weekly branded generic offerings, but if you frame it as a daily ritual that solves a real approaching problem and differential with flavor, function, and feeling, it can be a 7-figure brand. White space in female first branding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the Javi one. Just protein plus coffee isn't compelling. They want how it makes them feel / how to win. Solve a specific problem. Don't sell protein. Sell no more caffeine crashes. Finally stop snacking all day. Get leaner without changing anything. Clear skin and a faster metabolism in 1 cup. Glow up coffee. But, you know, I still think I should call it out, right? It's still a protein coffee at the end of the day, right? Grass-fed, whey isolate, 1 gram creatine. $1,000 milligrams of L-carnitine, 200 milligrams of L-theanine. I like L-theanine a lot, for sure. That's such a fucking cliche line. If I launch a protein coffee product, how can I? But they're not solving a deep problem or claiming a meaningful transformation. Flavor forward, convenient. And they're not even instant stick packs. Heavily used, guilt-free coffee messaging, 15 gram protein, 0 sugar. Let me take a look at their website, actually. Let's see. Finally, a coffee you won't have to quit. I feel like that. See, fat burning, muscle building, strength. It does all these sorts of things. I know I can make this work because if you take a look at like the mushroom coffee space, right? There's 3 brands that are doing over $100 million. So, guilt-free coffee messaging, weaknesses, your opportunities, 0 functional benefits beyond protein. Doesn't solve energy crashes, cravings, metabolism, or beauty. Generic coffee plus protein angle, no emotional hook. Not gender-tailored broad equals bland, not position as a ritual or transform. How to beat Javi. Protein in your coffee. You wake up energized, full, and focused. I don't know, man. You think so? Solve afternoon binge eating, blood sugar crashes, poor skin from coffee stress. The first step of your glow up ritual. Your AM beauty latte, your metabolism kickstarter, the coffee for hot, high functioning woman. Yeah, I think we can win on this. I think majority are going to be women. That's who I'm going to be selling to, even though it's a product that I personally would take. Hormone latte. Yeah, nah, I don't like this at all. Mm. And who is the ideal buyer persona for this? So right now I'm just really trying to understand, like, how do I make it better? And like, how do I like, should I target like a different kind of buyer segment? Premium whey protein, coffee beans, prebiotics, MCT oil. So I'll definitely add like a theanine to it. Sorry guys, it's getting late. Still making this video though. We die on this hill, baby. We die on this hill. Javi protein coffee. Why are people buying this? This is such a fake review. Great for busy mornings. Very good. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. Yeah, if I were to launch this protein coffee, what are some unique marketing angles that can own? Own the problem nobody else is addressing. Crashy coffee. I feel like everyone talks about this. You know, like no more caffeine crashes. Target beauty obsessed TikTok native women who want to look hot and productive. We can add collagen. I fuck with that. Fuck with that. Protein coffee that loves your skin back. I'm just thinking like if I talk about it like too heavily, like too many different ingredients, like I feel like that's going to cause a little confusion. Own the female first that nobody in the coffee space is leading. Coffee spikes cortisol and blood sugar, which wrecks hormones and leads to fatigue and fat storage. Inulin and low acid coffee for hormonal coffee that just loves your hormones. No jitters, no blow, just glow. I like this one. Don't like this one. Yeah, because I can launch like something for sleep later on down the line. Let's see. Convenience and time savvy. Protein god just mixed with water. Health, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because I feel like it's pretty bland. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty bland branding. So, like, can I come out with something that's, like, really female focused? So, based on... Let's see. Based on the marketing. Resonate the most with customer. I really don't like this. Yeah, guys, this is raw and unedited. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure this out as you guys are watching this. So, let me see. Like, is there something like protein coffee for weight loss? For women? For her? If I were to launch a protein coffee for women and weight loss, what would that look like? Because these are like marketing angles, right? Like there's Yerba Magic. They just have a Yerba Mate powder that's like branded like this. Metabolite. Fat burning glow up coffee for women. So I can have like collagen. Oh, wow. Okay. I just thought of something. So what if I have like there's this company called Everyday Dose, right? Coffee got an upgrade. Mondeser's flour, yeah. Arabica coffee. These guys cook. Stay focused. And we took everything we loved about coffee and removed what we didn't, add in supplements to optimize your body and mind. I fucking love coffee. You know what I mean? Like, can we add in certain ingredients like these? Or would that be kind of an overkill? Know what I mean? That would be cool, actually. That would be cool. L-carnitine, fat. This is fire. Wait, hold on. Can guys take chromium? Blood sugar rather than insulin. What is chromium? Potential aiding in weight management and muscle building. Does chromium help build muscle? Yeah, that would be cool. What are some adaptogens I can add to my product? Rhodiola maca. I like maca a lot. And cordyceps. Yeah, but that's not the main thing, right? This is mushroom coffee, so they obviously have different types of mushrooms. So ours is protein coffee, so that's not really the main focus. So let's do like, let me see. Metabolic coffee, protein coffee. So I'm thinking like, can I build out a product that like is really hammering in this whole like metabolic and weight loss angle that kind of ties into the entire protein coffee product, right? So I can have 15 grams grass weight isolate, 80 milligrams caffeine, 200 milligrams of L-theanine, carnitine, 2 grams of fiber. Wait, hold on. This might be a dumb question. Is inulin a prebiotic? Okay, bet. Chromium, maca. I would probably remove the chromium and add maca to my formula. Dude, this is kind of banging, dude. Glow Metabolate. Give me the elevator pitch for my product. How do I position this product against Jobby? I want to create like a blue ocean. You know what I mean? Have you guys seen that book? Or read that book? Bang book, by the way. Our protein coffee is designed for women's. Based on Eugene Schwartz's book, Breakthrough Advertising. advertising. What level of awareness are consumers at for protein coffee? Fire as fuck book, by the way. Highly recommend. So there's 5 levels of consumer awareness, right? There's most aware, product aware, solution aware, product aware, complete aware. So protein coffee is solution aware. So most buyers today are at level 3 or 4, solution aware or problem aware, which is I need something healthy in the morning that gives me energy and helps with weight, focus, and bloat. Coffee's in the routine. They want to multitask health. They don't know protein coffee is the solution or which one is the best. I drink collagen or protein shakes now, but I hate the taste. Protein shake has the best in class, specific goal. No crash, glow up latte for women who want more from the coffee. I crash after coffee and snack all day. They don't realize it's their coffee routine. They're searching for why they feel bad and not realizing there's a product category that educate through problem first content. Introduce your products to ritual that fixes it. Product. Only a small percentage are at level 2. Okay, so this tells me that even though Javi's doing $1 million a month, there's still a lot of people who don't know that brand, right? Like not everyone, like for example, everyone knows what AG1 is. So people are extremely product aware. And so if you're launching a greens powder, then you have to talk about your product and how it's better than AG1 versus a lot of people are still solution aware, meaning like they need something, they know protein's good, they know coffee's good, but they don't know what protein's coffee is the solution. So, we're at level 4 act. If you drink coffee and I'm wondering you cry. I swapped my protein shake coffee for this one drink. Now I stay full. Okay. Who would be my ideal buyer persona for this product? So now I'm kind of building out this buyer and kind of like what she looks like, right? So burnt out wellness, wellness girl, creative, busy entrepreneur, wake up feeling light, energized, and confident, eat healthier, drink coffee, crashes, bloats, skips breakfast but regrets it. So I have this buyer persona prompt. If you guys want this, just DM me the word prompt on Instagram and I can send you this. But this has helped me so much in creating my buyer persona. And so what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to copy this entire thing over. Oh, shit. And then bang. It should give us kind of like a really good kind of customer persona. Let me look on TikTok and see who's talking about this product. So like moms.
33 grams of protein. I've lost 94 pounds, and one way that I do this is literally to prioritize protein as much as possible. And then I stopped doing coffees, and now I'm back on doing them. So I have some sugar-free caramel and some ice. I'm using back on Fairlife milk. This is 13 grams of protein per cup. I'm going to guesstimate about right there. I am also doing Clean Simple Eats Snickerdoodle protein powder. I have these single packets. They come in bags. My code is HOLIDAY. I'll put it right here. With them, it's just such a good way to get protein in. It didn't have a grainy taste. I think it's one of the best protein powders I have ever tasted. And I've been doing protein powder for like 10 years, okay? So I've tried lots and lots of brands, and this is the first brand that I'm truly obsessed with. These Skinny Syrups, brown sugar, cinnamon. So they're so freaking good. Must have in my coffees. Smooth, it's creamy, it tastes so healthy.
Okay, so let's see. Wellness girlies. A lot of like the TikTok videos are just like how I make my protein coffee, right? Fat loss coffee. High protein cold foam. So like obviously like recipes are going to be a big thing for this product. Yeah, okay, so mom, Javi, protein coffee, best protein coffee. A lot of just straight women, so I think that's like the market that I should just go all into. You know what I mean? Yeah, you barely see any dudes. Okay, cool. So let's go back to chat. So core problem in her body. She's tired, bloated, constantly craving carbs. She drinks coffee first thing in the morning, skips breakfast, crashes by noon, spirals into binge eating at night. She feels puffy, no matter how healthy she eats. So we can sell her a D-Blow product later on. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I think about building a brand is like, I always want to have my buyer persona and my customer in mind, knowing that like, you know, even though I'm launching with protein coffee, she also has all these other problems in her life that I can then offer a solution to, right? Even though protein coffee is like the first thing, maybe she feels bloated later on. I can come out with a D-Blow drink mix. Know what I mean? So, top 5 biggest fears. I'll never feel naturally confident. The weight is hormonal and permanent. Blah, blah, blah. Intermittent fasting, collagen plus greens powder, protein shakes, gym cutting, Javi, Bloom, cute, but didn't help cravings or weight. Yeah, so like I definitely want to help with bloating. It's like, oh, like this has protein too, but like it also has these prebiotics that help with bloating in the morning, right? Because I personally take a D-bloat in the morning as well. So this would actually be really, really dope. Ginger root, dandelion, peppermint. Why it's the most noticeable overnight. Acts as gentle to flesh. Wake up feeling flat. Synergize beautifully with dandelion root is good to take in the morning. Bet that, dude. This formula is gonna be so fucking good. Give me my revised formula. Adding this ingredient in. Oh my god, this bar is actually gonna be so fucking fire. Hormone safe protein coffee for women. Whey protein. We got caffeine. We got L-theanine. We got carnitine, inulin, maca, and dandelion. Let's add collagen. Because I like collagen. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bang. Wait, hold on. I want my product to have 20 grams, to have 15 gram protein per serving from whey isolate, and then just collagen as well. I don't want 5 grams of whey and then the rest is collagen. Yeah, there we go. There we fucking go, boy. Okay, cool. So, this is going to be the product, guys. This is going to be the product. Protein coffee for women, basically. You know, we have the protein coffee. We have collagen that helps with skin. We have L-theanine that kind of smooths out the caffeine. We have L-carnitine that kind of helps with like the fat burning energy component. I know a lot of dudes also take carnitine, so this is honestly like a product for dudes too, but I just kind of market it for women. We got the prebiotics, we got the maca, and then we also have dandelion root extract, right? So what I'm going to do next is, this was kind of step 2 in building out the product. I'm gonna basically be like, what are some branding angles that I can take with this brand? Help me build out a brand guideline. So yeah, basically what we already covered was I showed you how to find the $1 million product idea. We basically built out the formula, kind of understand like how we're gonna create this brand that kind of stands out, and now we're gonna build out the brand, right? Branding, buyer persona, mood board, packaging. So let's get to it. I don't know about this. A metabol latte. Yeah, fuck that. To give women a daily ritual. What are some other insecurities and problems Leah faces in her life that I can create products for her to solve those problems? Bang. PM D bloat drink mix. Fire. I'm exhausted but wired. I can't sleep. I wake up tired. Glow sleep drops. I would kind of tie these two things together, to be honest. My hormones are wrecking my mood, skin, and hunger. Cycle, sync, gummy, or powder. I snack when I craving control choose. Clear skin drink mix. Yeah, GLP-1. But you see how like we're building a brand that is serving this customer with debloat, with sleep, with her period, with craving controls, with clear skin, right? All these different things. So, let's see. Feminine without being girly, iridescent. I'm actually going to go over to Pinterest and kind of look at like what are some brands that I really like, and just kind of get an inspiration for how I kind of want the design to look like, how I want the aesthetics to look like. So let's look at supplement packaging for women. Can't fucking see right now. Excuse me. Gradients. I feel like that's like the too wellnessy, you know. So when I'm designing packaging and I'm designing the brand, I'm always thinking like, what would stand out if someone were to look this up on Amazon, right? So if I type in protein coffee, like, and imagine like my product is right here. Like, would it stand out? Would people want to click on it? Is it different than what it other, you know, this is like black, you got the gray, it's like modern. Like, imagine if I had something that was like pink. You know what I mean? Like if I had something that was pink. That would definitely stand out for sure. So I'm always like, when I'm designing the packaging and the brand, I'm always thinking like how it would stand out on an Amazon search, or like whenever someone's promoting it on TikTok, like does it stand out when they're presenting the bag itself? You know what I mean? So let's kind of decide this. I feel like if I ask chat, I need to give it some sort of direction, because I feel like right now it's kind of giving me something like super basic. It's not coffee, it's your glow up ritual, craving control, clean energy, flat belly. inspiration from? O positive, that's actually fire. So O positive, they crush it, you know, just absolutely crush. Women's health prioritized. Very simple branding, you know, very clean. You can just tell just from like the design hierarchy that this is their brand. You know what I mean? Sorry guys, I'm losing a little steam right now. I'm getting kind of tired, but I'm gonna finish this. Don't worry. Made a commitment, so I'm gonna follow through. Goldie. That matcha looks fucking delicious. On God, it does. On God, it does. Shit, man, that matcha does look fire. Don't like this branding at all. Array is super clean. I do like Array a lot. Aesthetic medicine cabinet packaging. We want something that looks chic on our counter. Let's look at Array. Get to the root. Shop all products. Tulune. Cramp aid. Period rescue kit. So you see, like, they just go all in on period health. See here, easy periods. Honestly, I really like Array. I like this. It feels like premium, you know? Body composition gummies tone. Wow, they're actually, I really like this. That's a fire graphic right here. I really like this kind of like style. Tone. They honestly have a fire product stack. Yeah, they have a fire product stack, but I really like their brand. You know, it feels fun. It's chic. Oh, okay. Let's finish this. Like, do I go for like the premium kind of route? I feel like this is kind of bland. I hope this video has been helpful so far. I know like it's been kind of all over the place, but this is honestly just how I go about building the foundation of the brand and like really nailing how the product should be. So yeah, I hope this video is valuable. If you made it all the way to the end, drop a frog emoji in the comments so I know you made it this far and that it was helpful. So, lot more videos like this. A lot more video like this coming out. This is just episode. Oh my god! I spilled coconut water all over my couch. Fuck. Yeah, a lot more videos like this coming out. You know, this is only episode 1, but I'm literally gonna document everything from just like me building this product out. Let me see. Bro, this is horrible. Let's see array. Let's go back on Pinterest and kind of see what kind of stands out. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like this a lot. I like this one a lot, creatine for women. So this like peach perfect. Wing woman. I love that. I like Float Be God. Like just cute product names, you know. How should I go about designing this brand? Bloom. I don't want to go like too pharmaceutical looking, but I want to be like playful, but like approachable and feminine at the same time. You know what I mean? So like right now I'm just kind of getting some ideas on what I like, what I don't like, the general direction of the branding. So I can literally tell it, help me create a packaging guideline for my product. And just kind of let's see if we can play around with AI. Help me create a chat GPT prompt to input to create a mock-up packaging design. I want the product to be in a stand-up pouch. Bang. Let's see what this spits out. Because like we can honestly go crazy on it. You know what I mean? Like we can honestly fuck around with this so hard. Let's actually try that. That's pretty cool. Rosie the Riveter. I don't know if you guys know who that is. But she basically represents feminism, right? Rallying cry for female participation in the World War II. So I feel like that could be actually really interesting. That's actually really fucking interesting now that I think about it. Yeah, this is going to be fucking dog water. Let's try this. Yeah, that would actually go kind of tough. Yeah, that would be actually go dummy tough. I like that direction a lot. Rosie the Riveter. I don't want to be like feminist, you know, just like kind of empowering. Yeah, Rosie the Riveter, right there. Yeah, that's honestly really fucking smart. I'm a genius. Frog is a genius. Not terrible, boys. Not terrible at all. This really like adds something. You know what I mean? Really adds a fucking punch to it. I like this a lot. Okay, cool. So this is kind of the style that I think I'm going to go with. I'm probably going to fine tune it on next week's episode. But for now, I really like this direction, actually. Rosie the Riveter. Yeah. I'm not in love with the background color, but I do like the style this is kind of going off of. Rosie the Riveter. Yeah. Not crazy sold on the brand name and the product name, but we can fine tune all of that in the next week's episode. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to go back to here and I'll be like, help me find contract manufacturers in the US that can create my product. So then this is kind of step number 4, right? Reaching out to manufacturers. So that's what I'm going to do. Bro, I can't believe I fucking spilt so much coconut water on my couch. God damn it. Okay, so once you kind of build out your formula, right, your buyer persona, your brand guidelines, all of that with AI, what you can then ask it is, help me find contract manufacturers in the US that can create my product for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a brand new Google Sheet. And I'm basically going to say protein, coffee, contract manufacturers. And then I'll type name, website, MOQ, lead time, and MOQ, lead time, pricing, fast response. So one of the most important things that I pay attention to when I'm reaching out to a manufacturer is, do they respond fast or not? Because like, I would rather pay more, a little bit more, for someone who actually gives a shit about me and gives me the best fucking possible service and responds fast, than pay a little less and like they take 3 business days to respond, right? That is by far the number one thing that I pay attention to, besides like price and like lead times and all of that stuff. So Willings Nutraceuticals, actually, give me the websites of each. So I don't want to copy and paste all of them. I'm lazy. VitaQuest. What the fuck is Joe's Garage Coffee? Okay, let's try that. Fuck it, why not? So I'm probably going to reach out to like 10 different manufacturers just to kind of compare and contrast all the quotes. You know what I mean? So Canyonside Labs, Joe's Garage Coffee. What is this? This doesn't sound like a coffee company. Baby, fuck it, why not? I actually already have like a personal manufacturer that I'm probably gonna work with. Because I built a relationship with him. But I'm just going to do this process just for the sake of it and just to get like additional quotes too. You know what I mean? So let's wrap this. And then help me create a manufacturer outreach template, including my formula. So I'm going to copy this entire thing, because they can probably have like an R&D team and they can tell me like, oh, like you can't actually put dandelion, right? I don't know that until I start reaching out to them. So let's just fucking get that out of the way first, right? We move fucking fast. Like, it's only been, what, like an hour and 20 minutes, and we have already found the product, right? We designed the brand, right? We got a mock-up of the packaging, and now we're reaching out to manufacturers. So everything can honestly happen really fucking fast. Just put in the fucking work, right? I literally showed you step by step on going from A to Z, not even A to Z, but from like the starting point on how to find a product, right? How to build out the brand, how to find differentiation points and how to make a product, how to position it, and now we're reaching out to manufacturers, right? So all of these things, it's only taken me an hour and a half. So get off your ass after this video and get to it. So manufacturing capsules, powders. Actually, one thing I'm actually going to ask it is, what is the best quality coffee that I can include in my product? Organic Arabica. Fucking hate instant coffee, man. Is that what it is? Oh. Fine tune my formula. Why think so different now? Different now. Different now. Why think so? Update my. Is it gonna change? Am I gonna feel this way forever? You guys know that song? Banger, by the way. It's called Forever by Zulon. Anywho, let's do this. Dude, can I actually put this in stick packs? I feel like that would be fucking expensive. But what I'm going to do is request a quote. I need a brand name, guys. Help me come up with 10 brand names. Seem more edgy. They're not even trying. Am I gonna? And brand names take a minute, right? I'm just gonna use like a placeholder for now. Dude, my fucking couch is literally soaked. It smells like fucking coconut. Rivette. Hard Brew. Femi. Torch. Power Sip. Rosie's Ritual. Strong Start. Built Different. Steam and Steel. I don't really like these. You know what I mean? Babe Built. By Babe Built. Built Babe. Grind Girl Forge. She Feel. These are all kind of shit, I'm not gonna lie. Dude, these are so bad. I just need a placeholder brand name and I can't even find one yet. Let's see, protein coffee. Let's just use Babe Built for now. Built Babe. By Babe Built. Shit, hold on, let me fill this out. Okay, cool. So I filled out all the messages. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy this. Oh, sorry. Let me go back up here. Bang. So we standard pouch format. Bang. And then submit request. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go back over to my sheet and I'm actually gonna add like a notes. So I'm gonna say reached out 05110. And then I'm literally going to do the same exact thing for all of these. Baby, babe, I got a feeling that na na na. Oh, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Bro, they don't even give me. Hold on. 1 second. Na 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 na. No, sorry, short my. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. There's something that it's on my mind. I guess it goes like na 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 na. Do you guys see how like fast you can actually build a brand in today's day and age with AI? Like, just think about how crazy it is that we have at our fingertips just like any person that can make a product that we dream of, right? So like, there's literally no reason for you guys not, after watching this video, to not take action. Because like, if you watch this video so far, it's been an hour and a half. And so if you don't do anything after watching this video, then not only are you wasting my time, but most importantly, you're wasting your own time, right? You just wasted an hour and a half. And if you don't do anything afterwards, that time would be for nothing, right? So just promise me, you know, it's 2 a.m. right now and I'm making this video just for you. Like, I don't have to, but I want to, right? Because I'm trying to make videos that 18-year-old Damien would want to see when he was just starting out. So the least you can do for me, right? I don't want anything in return. All I want is for you to literally just take action after this video. As cliche as that sound, just do something with it, okay? I don't care what you do, just do something if you made it to the end, right? So please, love y'all. Let's take a peep at this company, actually. I kind of like this company for some reason. God, I fucking love coffee, dude. I love coffee so much. I love coffee. Let me fill this out. Bet. Contact us now. So then let me go back to my sheet. I'm not going to bore you guys, but I hope you see how I kind of reach out to manufacturers. But this is kind of, I think this is a very good start, right? We basically, you know, if I go back to my trusted sheet, showed you how to find the $1 million product idea, right? With all these different criterias. We basically looked at all the competition, you know, what are the viral angles out there on TikTok? How do we kind of stand out in terms of designing a brand, the formula, the target customer, building out the brand. So we kind of got started on this. And then step 4 is reaching out to manufacturers. And like I said, if you want to follow along, If you want to follow along with this brand launch in real time, If you want to follow along with this brand launch in real time, I'm literally going to be documenting the entire process on this channel till I actually launch this brand and how I'm scaling this brand. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. Next episode, I'm basically going to be ordering samples. So once like manufacturers reach back out to me, I'm going to try to like get started on, the formulation and getting samples and all that stuff. Building out fully what the brand's going to look like. So like packaging, logo, name, all that stuff. And then I'm actually going to create a site and AI creatives so that I can run my AI validation strategy which is basically like we're going to create a site. We're going to create ads, run ads on Meta to see like A, are people actually wanting this product, which we know they are, and B, kind of building starting to get some initial sales through the door while we're kind of in the process of like getting inventory and like getting samples and formulation and all of that stuff. So that's going to be next episode. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out. And then if you're serious about launching your own brand, you see what I do, you know what I can do, and you want my help in helping you launch and scale your own brand, I've just opened 5 spots in my Alice Brand Club where I work with you one-on-one every single week, right? We hop on a call just like this, and we help you start and scale your own e-com brand on TikTok Shop and Amazon. So if you're interested, the link to apply is in the first link in the description. It's going to look something like this page right here. So just watch this video to understand the process in depth. And then if this is something that interests you, just click this apply now button. It's going to ask you a couple questions. And I personally review every single one of these applications. So there's that. But besides that, man, drop a frog in the comments if you made it all the way to the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I literally can't harp on this harder. There is literally no motherfucking better time on planet Earth in history to launch an e-com brand on TikTok Shop and Amazon and scale it to $100,000 a month, just like I did. The opportunity is insane, but the window is not going to stay open forever. So if you made it all the way to the end, I've said this once, I've said this twice, I'm going to say it one more time. Take action now and do something that I showed you how to do in this video. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Frog is going to go to bed now. And yeah, peace out.